Hey everyone, I just wanted to tell you a little story about last night. So we're at Super Saturday, and right after Super Saturday, a bunch of us went out to dinner. Some of the leaders in the area and the corporate person, Keyshawn Graves, who was in from Utah, where the sales manager office is for Beachbody. And so we all went out to Claim Jumper of all places, and actually ate healthy at Claim Jumper. But I was sitting there with all these other coaches, some of them diamonds and maybe a couple of one stars or so, and we're just talking about various things. And one of the things that came up was favorite Shakeology recipes, and I started talking about carrot cake Shakeology, which is something that Lisa Madsen told me about because her daughter Tiffany kind of just randomly came up with it when they had some carrot juice in the house for their little girl, and made this carrot cake Shakeology. And basically, it was carrot juice and almond milk and cinnamon and vanilla Shakeology. And when Lisa told me about this, I was just like, oh my god, I have to try this, you know. And the way Lisa talked about it was in a way that it just sounded so amazing to me. Plus, carrot cake is like my favorite thing in the world, so I had to try it. And when I tried it, I opened up the blender and smelled what came out of the blender, and I was like, "Oh my god, there's carrot cake in this blender. It's amazing. Just the cinnamon and the carrot and the vanilla Shakeology together was just so amazing." So I'm telling this story last night at the dinner table, and I swear the way I was telling it, because I love this carrot cake Shakeology so much, like I can't make right now, I cannot make any other Shakeology recipe. I can't do it. I have to make carrot cake Shakeology every time. I'm going to wear this recipe out if that's possible. And I'm so passionate about it and love it so much because I love carrot cake so much and it tastes so amazing that as I'm telling the story, like the entire table is just like leaning in to hear more about it. And I'm telling them, and I got really animated about it because I love this Shakeology. So I'm like, and I opened up my blender, and when I took the top off, I was like, there's carrot cake in my blender, and I'm telling the story like that, and they're all just leaning in. And I see them all like posting on some of the threads that we had going about how they're at the store today getting carrot juice because they have to try it. There's like, you know, 6 or 7 of them. So I just messaged them all because it hit me after this whole thing happened. Like, I mean, I wasn't doing this, you know, for any kind of educational purposes or anything. I was just telling a story about this stuff that's amazing that I love, that I have to make myself every day now. And I realized that it was really a great analogy for how our business works. So I messaged them all and I said, you know, you guys have to tell your teams that story about how that happened. I said, how many of you are going to the store today to get carrot juice to make this Shakeology recipe, partially because of what I said, but a lot of it was because of how passionate I was about it, how much I said, you know, there's carrot cake in my blender. And the way I told that story with the passion I told the story, everyone at the table has to try carrot cake Shakeology now. And that is a great analogy of exactly how our business works, right? When you talk about your T25 workout or you talk about your Shakeology, to someone in person, you talk about it in a way that shows them how passionate you are about it. Not how passionate you are about them buying it, how passionate you are about it. Like I was telling them, I can't make any other recipe right now. Like chocolate, I love chocolate, but when I go to make my Shakeology for the day, I have to make carrot cake right now because it's so amazing. Okay, so think about that when you're talking to someone. Don't think about what can I, you know, how, like when you're telling a story about your workouts or you're making a post on Facebook about your workout, talk about it about how you really feel about it, not about, well, how can I manipulate these words to make somebody want to buy it? it that's going to make them not want to buy it. Talk about what you love with the passion that you have for it because you do have a passion for it, I'm sure. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a coach. You wouldn't be here doing this if you didn't absolutely love T25, Insanity, P90X, Shakeology, 9010, whatever it is that you, you know, is your big thing, your little niche. Talk about it with that kind of passion.